All right, guys, this is Cliff again. You know, that old guy. And I'm working on the 24 Dodge. And I just did an earlier video yesterday on the fuel tank, how nasty it was on the inside, even after I ran all the acid and stuff I could do through it. And so I whacked a couple holes in it, and I showed you the inside. It's pretty nasty. It's all yellow and green and just full of rust. Well, I've got it cleaned and painted now, and this was absolutely the thing to do. So let me show you what it looks like. All right, here it is. These are the two big old holes I whacked in it. And of course, these holes are in the top of the tank. I never cut a hole in the bottom of the tank. It's always in the top, because I very seldom ever fill the tank. So even if it had a little squirt of fuel come out of one of these patches, it wouldn't matter, because it'd be a slush thing. But I've yet to have one leak, of course. So this is what the tank looks like after I got through cleaning it. And well, that light didn't help much. I guess you just have to live with it. Yeah, but it is, I would say, as clean as a frying pan. And yeah, and there's no rust or residue of any sort. And I painted it with a brush with a gas tank sealer. That way I know I covered everything that was pitted or questionable. And because, you know, it had some places that were pitted real bad. So I could get it with a paintbrush. So it made it easy. And now I'm getting ready to sew these up. And this is what I am going to do, because when you weld, if I just laid the plates over here and welded them like that, just do a little spot weld. Again, with the metal's a little thin, and I could possibly do it if I learned how to weld. But I didn't want junk falling in the tank, because once I cover these up, it's hard to deal with anything that's in the tank. So I made these, and I'm going to put them inside the tank under there so it has a lip on it. And I can spot weld them on like that. I'll just put some holes in them, spot weld them, make sure the tank is clean one last time. And then once that's in, then I'll just lay my patches there, and then I just start tacking them in places. And I don't have to make them too tight, you know, just flush so they look cosmetically good, because I'm going to lay fiberglass. I'm going to do fiberglass and epoxy over top of the whole thing. So it'll be a fiberglass patch over top of this. One coat ought to do it. And the reason I do that is because when I turn this upside down and pour my gas tank sealer in it, it doesn't just run out of all the places here. It's basically sealed. And the gas tank sealer, being upside down, will just run into these places and completely fill any cavity I have. So that works for me. And that's the way I've always done these tanks. So I just wanted to show you, you can take something that's really crappy and make something out of it if you want to. But I definitely recommend, before you ever cut a gas tank, is either fill it completely full of water to where the hose is running out, the water's running out, then you can whack it, do anything you want, because you don't want to do it with gas or fumes in it, of course. Just to say, because you'll put holes in the tank that you don't want to put holes in the tank. So you got to be careful doing it. I've cut a couple of them, but I've filled them completely full of water with the water running on and running out of this, and I've actually cut them, you know, with the water coming up the blade and everything, and that worked for me also. And I can do that if I think there's a problem. But, you know, usually the tanks are been dry so long that it doesn't matter. All right, that's all I wanted to show you. There's not much else to see. Yeah, I'm working a little bit on the inside of the car now. Once I get the tank done, I'm going to come in here, and it's got some linkage and stuff that is frozen up around the transmission. I'm going to free all those up. And he had some wires that were jerry-rigged over here. I'm going to see if I can undo all that and see if I can figure out why he did it. It might have something to do with the little switch up there not working, but we'll see. I have to throw a battery in it, but I think I'm going to do a battery box before I even do that, because the battery box is gone and the floor's gone. And he had, looked like coat hangers or something trying to hold the battery up. So I can probably do something a little better than that. All right, so this is where we at. Not much to see since I did do a video yesterday. All right, so that's it. Real short and sweet, just like you guys like all my videos. Hurry up and talk about it and then get the heck out of the news. All right, guys, I'll see y'all later. Bye.